Drop this in the.
What's going on, my people? It's your boy AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK_Infinity_VVS. This is the Shootin the Ish podcast from the Rockets Propaganda Channel. And we finna shoot some ish today with you, man. We got a special guest with us today. I'm going ahead and pass the mic to him and have him introduce himself.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. My handle is Rockets Up Next. With the bag talk, you'll see I got like a Men Thompson as my profile picture. I don't really got too much going on though.
It's all good. We're gonna link your channel in the description box below. I say your channel, your Twitter on the description box below. So, man, y'all gotta go follow this man. He got some good stuff. There's a lot of good follows on Twitter. This is one of them. So, real quick, man. So, tell us how you became a Rockets fan, why you a Rockets fan, where you from, all of that, and then we can start shooting.
So I'm actually from Boston, but I can't root for the Celtics. I don't know. I just never a Celtics fan. So, but I ain't like the Warriors either. So I just thought the Rockets had the best chance of beating them back in the day. We all know how that went.
Yeah.
I eventually stuck with them, through the losing seasons, and now we're on the other side of it.
Man, so we really coming together off of some Warriors hate, which is all good with me because anything Warriors related, man, I can't get down with that, man. I don't like them. I don't like the state of California. I used to joke and say, next earthquake that hit California need to just go ahead and break California off the continental U.S. and let it be its own island somewhere else. I used to joke like that. I don't know if it's funny or not. I don't know if it's in bad taste or not, but I said it. I ain't gonna act like I didn't. But yeah, man, that's cool, man. So a Boston resident as a Rockets fan, like that's really interesting. That's just very interesting. I never thought I would even. I mean, I know
not
it's
too many
possible.
of us. I began to look that crazy whenever I say it.
Wow, but it's all good, man. You got a home in Houston. If you ever decide to move and leave that East Coast, 'cause the East Coast be funny sometimes. There's some angry people up there for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Folks just up there just mad at the world. But let's go ahead and
crazy.
Dog, I don't understand. I went to New York one time during Christmas. I think this was 2004. I thought they was going to amputate my legs, bro. I couldn't feel my feet. It was so cold, man. I had 2 layers of socks on, some shoes. I say, yo, what's going on here, man? Why? I'm a Texas boy. I'm not used to this. Anything under 70 degrees, I'm freezing. I got a hoodie on and everything.
Oh yeah, we used to that.
Man, I was on I was in DC a few years ago, and this was like cold. It's literally 6 degrees outside. I'm seeing folks jogging around the Capitol in some shorts on. I say, are these people, y'all? I don't see a helmet on their head, so I don't know if they normal or not. I don't know if they lost their helmet. I don't know what's going on with these people. But this ain't normal. Anyway, man, let's go on and let's start shooting, man. Let's shoot this ish. So, this week in the Rockets, man, the Rockets have been, what are they, 3-0 this week? Yeah,
5-game streak.
Yeah, we on a 5-game win streak. This week we beat the stupid San Antonio Spurs. I'm so happy we beat them, and I'm mad that they actually beat the Lakers. That's the one time I wanted the Lakers to win, because I hate the Spurs too. But yeah. Then we got two.
It worked
straight.
out for the seeding though.
Yeah, right, exactly. But Rockets just beat the Memphis Grizzlies back-to-back games. 2 ugly games. Even the Spurs game was an ugly game. And to me, it's looking like that's kind of like the personality of the team. Like if you get to one of them junkyard dog type games, we got enough junkyard dogs to pull it out. What's your feeling on the Rockets this week though?
A lot of ugly basketball. I like the defense still. So it's a good thing that we can hang our hat on that.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of ugly basketball.
Yeah.
We got to do something about that offense.
Yeah, I think offensive dimensions are limited. That's just my opinion. Because if you notice, it's really Şengün or bust a lot of times. I know right now
Mm-hmm.
we're in the bottom third of the NBA in offense. If I'm not mistaken, I think in total offense, I think offensive rating, I think is what 21st in the league. I could look it up right quick, but yeah, man, I think the one thing that we can do about that, there's two things really. Amen Thompson got to get healthy because he's not
Yeah.
going to be so dependent on the pick and roll with Şengün or with anybody else for that matter in order to get to the basket and make something shake. But Fred, he's very dependent on getting that pick. If you notice, Fred don't ISO. Fred don't
Not at
ISO.
all.
Yeah, he does not ISO. But you set a pick for him, and he gonna create chaos. That's what he gonna do. But then again, even when he does that, he's looking for the roller. Not many times he's not looking for whoever is on the wing or in the corner. And that's why I think we need more of a rim pressure big. And Frank from the Chop Shop, shout out to the Chop Shop. Frank from the Chop Shop even said if we had the reason why we don't get a lot of corner threes is because we don't really have that rim pressure big. Number one, to change the flow of the game, to have a different look, especially coming off the
Mm-hmm.
bench, which we thought Jock Landale was gonna be, but we're not gonna talk about him. And then because usually if you got a rim pressure big, remember the Clint Capella and James Harden pick and rolls, it was them two head to the paint, and then if you help off PJ Tucker in the corner, it's a three. If you don't help, it's a lob. Period. Pick your poison. But we don't really have that dimension to the offense right now, so I think that's what the problem is with the offense. But
Yeah, I've been.
no, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say like I've been kind of tired of the Sengun and Fred pick and roll with the bounce pass. I think we should go after Daniel Gaffer because he could be a lob threat for like him and the men could spark something off the bench. That could be something to look forward to. And we need some shooting too.
Yeah, for sure. I just think even if we was to go and grab somebody like Gafford, I think he'd want to start though. And I don't even know
You
that.
think so?
Yeah, I think he'd want to start. I think he's good enough to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he's like one of these just dudes who's just. He's not a Bismack Biyombo. He's not that.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, he's like
I
a
think
cut
on a
above
winning
that.
team though,
On a winning team, yeah,
you could probably convince him to come off the bench.
but he's still kind of young though. That's the thing. Like if he was more like,
Is he? I don't know how old he is.
I could look that up right quick. Let me go find the Wizards right quick. But yeah, I think somebody like that would want to start, man. If I was him, I'd want to start because he's still kind of young. Let me look that up right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Washington Wizards roster. All right, so Daniel Gafford is 25, bro.
Oh yeah, he's young.
Yeah, he's 25, and his contract is still. Let me see if I can find his contract on Hoops Hype. But yeah, that wouldn't be a bad grab. He making 12 mil a year. That's not a bad grab, but still though.
And he can add something defensively.
Yeah, he can definitely. I mean, we really just need a competent center. That's it. We just need a competent center.
It's hard to find. That's the thing.
All right, so Daniel Gafford is signed through 2025, 2026. He making 12 this season, 13 next season, 14 in that contract season. So, I mean, but how many? And it's another thing too is how much is he really gonna play? That's another reason why he's gonna want to start because he's just 25. By the time the contract over with, he's gonna be 27, close to 28. So by then, he's still gonna be good enough to get another big contract, and he's probably gonna want to go somewhere where he can put up some numbers and get another big contract after this one. So that's kind of where, him and his team might not even want to come to the Rockets, or if they did come to the Rockets, it'll probably be something where, maybe just for the end of the season, and then they probably try to work out a trade or something in the summer. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Ideally, you want a center that can play with Shingun. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a big 7 foot center rim roller. You ideally you want somebody who
So
can,
one that can shoot
yeah,
too.
somebody who can shoot. I'm looking at somebody like a Kelly Olynyk because yeah, he ain't the greatest
That's not
defender,
bad.
but I mean neither is Doc Landon. He's not even playing any damn way. But in this
Where is
system,
Linux in Detroit?
now Olynyk in he in Utah.
Utah, no, Utah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
he in
okay.
Utah. And really, I mean, he doesn't. He's not necessarily a rim pressure big, but he can hit the three, and he can play with Shingun.
Yeah, that 2020 season, he sparked something. He had a
Yeah,
lot of good games.
yeah. Like he got some, and he got some passing chops. Like he's very skilled, bro. He's very
Hmm.
skilled, man. Them Canadian boys, I don't know what it is, man. These Canadians that
They
came to
hooping.
take over the NBA, man. They can take over the NBA, man. Look at Jamal Murray. Obviously
Shout
we
out
see
Dylan
Dylan
Brooks.
Brooks, SGA. What's his name?
Hmm.
What's this dude name? RJ Barrett. Hey, bro, what's going on in Canada? What's up with the water up there, man? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. They probably lacing their weed with maple syrup or something. That's probably the key. Who knows, bro?
Maybe.
Whatever they doing up there. But yeah, man. So, what's your if you could make any changes to the current roster? I wouldn't say changes, but if you could make any, I guess, rotational adjustments right now with the team, what would they be? Who would you throw in the rotation? Who would you take out? Who would you give more minutes, less minutes?
I think not to pick on him, but Tate would get less minutes from me, and less Amen and Fred minutes. Granted, we haven't seen Amen a lot, so it's like small sample size. But I don't like when they're on the court together because Amen doesn't really touch the rock, to be honest. But yeah, that's like the main two changes. Like I think Amen and Jalen minutes would be way better because it would kind of force Jalen to have to like be on ball more. He doesn't get to like get bailed out sitting in the corner and stuff like that. He's forced to make some more decisions.
I think if Amen and Jalen play a little bit more together, they'd play faster. Number one, they'd probably get out on the break a little bit more. Especially if you have a trio of let's say Jalen, Amen, and Tari, because all three of them guys
Yeah,
want
that's
to
a good.
run. So if them three was on the court together, like heading up their second unit, and Amen is a good live passer too. Amen got every pass in the book.
Hmm.
He already got every pass.
Yeah, Fred can't throw laws for nothing.
Exactly. As much as people talk about Jalen's passing is limited, so is Fred's. Fred is just a little bit more
Yeah,
careful. I wouldn't say Fred is well. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he is kind of limited, but he's also too
he
careful
he makes
sometimes.
smart passes,
He
but like
does.
he don't take risks, and when he does take risks, it's usually a turnover.
That's probably why he don't take the risks in the first place, because he know. Which,
Yeah, man, he take every risk and he make it happen.
yeah, and when he's used to playing up tempo. Like at the OTE, he was playing fast. Hell, in the summer league, the game that he played against when he was playing Portland, they was playing fast. Like push
Hmm.
push the time, and that's the type of point guard you kind of want to at least back up Fred. Fred ain't really running like that like he should, and Amen is just a good change of pace. And I agree with you though, man. I think yeah, the Amen Thompson one, that's probably the number one thing, man. And Tate playing less.
Yeah, I be forgetting how like little we've seen him. Are we
Yeah,
22 games in? Yeah, we
yeah.
really haven't seen a lot.
It's,
I hope
it's,
he plays tomorrow.
yeah, we playing the Bucks. I don't know how that's gonna look. That's either gonna be really good or really bad because we on the road and we already got these
I'm gonna
road
need to see
woes.
something from Jalen, to be honest with you, because every guard goes off against the Bucks.
Yeah.
Jalen, I need at least 25. You got to show me something.
To me, I'm really looking at his rim pressure. Is he going to the rim? Whatever he
Hmm.
does when he gets there is a completely different story. But I want to see him get to the rim against them. I don't care if it's Brook Lopez and Giannis down there. Beat them. You faster than both of them.
Hmm.
Beat them before they can get there. And
He been good in spurts.
yeah, he's been good in spurts, man. I was peeping through some YouTube comments on a Chop Shop video the other day, and somebody made a very good observation. And the man said, Coach Udoka has reeled back Jabari and Jalen, and just have them playing a role. It took them back from that superstar thing, just have them playing a role, bring their confidence up, and take some pressure off of them because they're not ready for it quite yet. Which is, I think, is kind of, which is kind of true, man. Which is kind of true. It looked like it that way at least. So, but somebody
Yeah,
like
I can
Jabari,
see that.
at least he got an NBA daddy. He went to college and he went for a solid. He went to a solid college program in Auburn, playing under a good coach, so he knows what structure looked like. Jalen, on the other hand, AAU, went to the G League Ignite. He was the first class from the G League Ignite, and played under Coach Silas for 2 seasons. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of habits that you gotta uncoach from Jalen. There's a lot of things you gotta uncoach. You can tell because, unlike last season, this season he get the ball, he's thinking.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He thinks so much now.
He's thinking too much. He's not playing off of no kind of instinct. I guess it's because he don't trust his instinct. I don't know what Coach Silas was telling these guys last couple of years, man, but my goodness, you can tell. It's coming out of Jabari a little bit, but it's still in Shingun. You can tell when he's at the 3-point line, he wide ass open and don't want to pull it. So you could tell, you could hear Coach Silas on his shoulder in the back of his head, like, "Hey, don't shoot this ball." Every time he do that little, he just sit there, he wide ass up, bro. Shoot the ball. Why are you You screwing up the offense. You wide ass open. Shoot the damn ball. It's okay if you miss. Just shoot it at least. Maybe we can get a damn offensive rebound. But yeah, man, I think Jalen got the most to work out, man. He got the most demons to exercise.
With Jalen, I think he needs to focus on scoring and like he's better when he just scores off of like pure confidence. So like I think he kind of does need some more ISOs just to like boost his confidence when he makes those like step back threes at the end of quarters. At the end of quarters, I feel like that's when he's at his best.
You know why, right?
He can have more opportunities. Why you think so?
I'll tell you why. Because guess what? It's his instinct. He know what he got to do. He ain't got to think about it.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't got to think about it.
I think they got to get him. They got to get him coming off of some more like handoffs, where it's like he got to make just a quick decision, either just go downhill or shoot off the screen immediately. When he's catching like wide open off a kick out, and he has to think about whether he wants to drive or take the open shot. I feel like that's kind of setting him up for failure, but he do got to just go through that.
Yeah, and that's why I want them to play faster. Because if they play faster, Jalen don't have to think as much. And I understand this. We
play really slow.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. But then again, well,
sometimes it's good though.
It's working. So I say this: the positives of us playing slow right now is these guys are getting a chance to learn how to win more slowly. There's not as much pressure on guys to score too much and do a whole lot because it's less possessions. There's a whole lot less possessions. At least you know what you're learning, what not to do right now. At the very minimum, you're learning what not to do. And a lot of times, you get these young guys who, start developing habits, doing the stuff that they're not supposed to do, and then they develop the habit of doing the things that they're not supposed to do. And then when they get into a winning environment, they're confused and lost. I.e., Jalen Green right now. So while he's still young, we still got to get some stuff coached up out of him because ain't no reason why.
I also think.
Now go ahead.
I also think, us playing slow kind of helps our defense too. Like last year, we was like second in pace, but our defense was terrible. So the less possessions kind of gives the other team less opportunities to score too. So it has its benefits, but they gotta like find a way to like mix in the fast pace a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's where the change of pace and man Thompson coming in. That's where that makes sense, and that's why I think we need a change of pace center too, because Fred and Alp they're gonna do their best work, playing in the half court, playing a little bit slow, but You get you a either a rim running center or just somebody who's gonna get up and down the floor a little faster than Şengün is right now. You know, Amin Thompson gonna
and
push it.
not want to dribble it.
Yeah, right. Cause yeah, LP get that rebound. He's trying to push that thing himself, and I don't blame him because ain't no
Yeah,
most other centers not gonna be able to keep up with him anyway. So I don't really blame him. It works when he does it. Sometimes it look funny, but it works. Oh, and then
yeah,
but yeah, man, I don't know what they do with the trade deadline, but we'll see, man. I don't think we're in a position like we were in the last 3 years where we was losing, downtrodden, and we really was just,
hmm
desperate to do whatever the hell. Now it's like if we don't make a move, it's not gonna be like, damn, we should have made this move because it's just gonna put us over to be a contender. We ahead of schedule. We way ahead of schedule. So the pressure to
yeah,
compete right now isn't really there. Although I want these guys in the playoffs because
yeah. The playoffs is a must for me this year. Just so they can get a little experience or playing. I should say playing.
hell, I want the playoffs, bro. I want it all, bro. I want it all. I don't even
Yeah,
want the play-in, man. I want it all. Although if we get in the play-in, the only way I'll accept the play-in is if we get to play the Warriors, because I want them. I want to be the reason
yeah.
that they blow it up,
Knocking them
bro.
out.
Yes, I want to be the reason we blow them up, bro. I want them to be
I
done
do
with,
feel like
dog.
we gotta go after Quentin Grimes, in New York, because I don't think he's getting a lot of minutes over there, and he can shoot.
Yeah, I like Quentin, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like Quentin Grimes too. I just don't know where he play. I just don't know where he
He
play.
could take like tape minutes, because he could defend too,
Yeah, he can
and I think he'll
defend.
be cheap to get.
Yeah, you might be right on that, man. That might not be a bad. That might not be a bad get, man.
And
He's
he's
still on
young
his
too.
rookie. Yeah, he's still on the rookie deal.
Yeah,
Yeah. Tate is a favorite of Udoka's though. You can tell. Tate is
I
one of
like
them
Tate
coaches'
too.
pet.
I just think he's a bit like redundant on the roster.
He is. There's too many guys who can do the same things that he can and better.
Exactly. If Tate could shoot, that'd be a game changer. But
His
he
shot
can't.
is a
So
lot better this year though. I ain't gonna lie. He's just not taking them enough
a
to
lot, yeah.
make a difference. Yeah. Let me look up his percentage as a matter of fact. Yeah, he just not taking a lot, man. Not that he should, but I just don't think he's taking enough. Alright, Jay's trying to
Yeah,
take
his
3-point
ISOs
percentage.
have been like really good though, surprisingly.
Yeah, they have. Because they've been done in better spots. Like he's not just doing it just because nobody else can do nothing. Doing it within the flow.
Yeah.
I know that don't kind of make sense. ISO within the flow. Yeah, you can ISO within the flow of the offense. Yeah. All right. So this season he's shooting 35, almost 36% from three, which is by far his career best.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's
For him,
way.
that's
He should shoot more, man. Like he's shooting his second least amount of threes per game this season than he ever had. He's only shooting 2.
Oh, so that could be why it's so high though. He might up the volume and then it starts dropping.
Yeah, but one more 3 a game don't hurt. But at the same time, he's playing the least amount of minutes he's ever played per game. He's playing almost 18
What's
minutes a
that?
game. Meanwhile, his rookies, as a matter of fact, his minutes have gone down every season. Rookie year, he was 29 minutes. Second season, 26. Third season, 21. Then he was kind of hurt, like half the year, a little bit over half the year.
Trade
last year.
Tate to a good team. They'll be useful.
The problem with that is we don't. If we're actually a good team now, and he's actually useful now, the problem, like you said, is it's a little bit redundant, and we need a different skill set to complement what the rest of the bench is trying to accomplish.
It's
But
supposed to be Reggie Bullock, but
it was supposed to be. It was. It
he's
was.
been not too great.
Yeah, which is okay because he on a minimum deal anyway. I mean, it was. If it worked out, it was gonna be great. If it didn't work out, well. And then we've still got Cam Whitmore waiting in the weeds.
You think he's gonna get playtime this year?
Nah, I don't think so. And I don't even think it's
Yeah,
gonna be
me
that big of
neither.
a deal, to be honest. I don't think it's gonna be that unless I mean, barring some injuries, and I think I'm gonna say this. Knock on wood. If anybody gets injured and Cam Whitmore is thrust into the rotation, he's not letting go of that.
Yeah, that's true.
He ain't letting go of that. And you watch this man down in the G League, it's like a man amongst boys. He's looking at these dudes with disgust, like y'all don't belong on the floor with me.
I don't like him being in the G League, but I don't see him getting minutes on the roster. I low key, as a hot take, I feel like we should kind of trade him. I feel like it's inevitable. Like, just let him spread his wings somewhere else. Because it's 6 young guys. Realistically, someone's gonna have to go.
Yeah, someone gonna have to go, but see, the thing is this, bro. As much as we know that someone got to go, it's not typically if the dudes who were drafted later pan out, the dudes who were drafted first are the ones that's gonna go.
I see what you're hinting towards.
And I'm really not that guy who likes to just be trading folks left, right, and center. I'm not that guy, man.
Yeah, facts.
I like to see guys grow together, play together, and all that. With the new CBA and the way that it is, we know that all 6 of these young guys ain't gonna stay. We know that. At minimum, one has to go. Before the season started, the number 1 candidate was not Jalen Green like he is now. The number 1 candidate out of all these guys to get traded was Şengün.
When I saw that, I was like, wow. I'm looking at Stone different, man.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. What's the name said on ESPN Radio Houston. I don't think that was Stone though.
I wonder how much.
I don't think it was Stone. So? No, let me tell you why. You don't trade what you traded to get him, only to be low on him and want to get rid of him right after, knowing that you're gonna trade him and not get as much as you got as much as you gave up to get him. Knowing, because we don't know in the summertime, we didn't know what we know now. We didn't know Şengün was. We thought it was only in theory, but we didn't see it in practice. Yeah. We didn't see him being this damn good of a defensive player now that he is. We didn't see him being this number 1 option that he looked like he's going to be moving forward. We didn't see this. We thought he was going to be real good. We didn't think he was going to be this nice.
I also take with that ESPN. I also take what they say with a grain of salt, because last year they were like screaming South was gonna get fired in like January, and that never happened. So
yeah, the reason that didn't happen though, is, when his pops died, you couldn't fire him. Then that'd been bad PR.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That'd been bad PR, because I think they was on the verge of pulling that trigger, and then, man, that happened, man, and you just can't do it from a business perspective. You do something like that, I mean, nobody gonna want to deal with you later on down the road. It's just gonna be it. It's gonna be it for you, and we don't need that. We don't need that. Houston has always been a free agent destination. We don't want it to change over something like that, because you'll look like a cold-hearted organization. We can't have that, man. But yeah, man. As far as the being down on ALP thing, I think it had to been somebody else. I'm trying to figure out who left, because it had to been somebody else. I don't believe that it was Stone. I really don't believe it was Stone. And then also,
so you think it's Tillman?
Nah, I don't think it was Tillman either. I don't know if it was Tillman. I think Tillman would have been all right with it, because he don't know no better. But I don't think it was him. Mm-hmm. It may have been Patrick Fertitta. It may have been him.
Maybe.
But I don't believe that it was Stone. Stone gave up a good amount to go and grab that dude. And GMs, they assemble the talent. You know what I'm saying? And we can see that talent was assembled. It just wasn't used right.
Stone do be drafting.
Yeah, he drafting, but his free agent moves ain't been looking good. But I'll say this though, his free agent moves this year, they look good. Yeah. All of them except for, matter of fact, we could look at all of his moves right now, bro. So the first domino to fall, and we talking about from the beginning of the season. We ain't even gonna talk about last trade deadline. From the beginning of the season, the first domino, KJ, he was gone, and then Knicks got cut. Then Josh Christopher got traded. and then
I needed that.
Ty
Long
Ty
time ago.
and Usman Garuba. All five of these guys got traded. And how many of them was in the rotation? Four of them was in the rotation. What's the name was the only one that wasn't in the rotation. Ty Ty was the only one that wasn't really in the rotation like that. But all five of them guys that got moved, that was just in a rotation, they're not in the rotation right now. None of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a single one. So I don't know. Is it?
But I do think that's partially because we kind of tank their value. I think we played a hand in them. Like if they would have looked better under Silas, I think they probably would have been a better opportunity now.
But at the same time, if you was really good enough to be in a rotation, you'd at least get garbage minutes. They're not even getting garbage minutes.
Yeah, I think Josh is in the G League right now.
Josh in the G League, KJ getting 7 minutes of garbage time after the Sixers smashed the Pistons. And he barely getting garbage time. He barely getting garbage time. You would think somebody like him would be in a rotation. You would think the way people was talking about him, the way he was, I ain't gonna lie, KJ was overrated because of them dunks. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Definitely was.
He was badly overrated because his defense wasn't good. He just was a good reshot. He was just a good shot blocker. Like he'll come sky out of nowhere and block a 7-footer. That don't mean that his defense was good.
And the shot ain't really there either.
The jumper, he has not improved. His game is not no different from it when he was a rookie. He hasn't added no skill, nothing. And Josh Christopher, we don't even got to go there. He's just out there just running.
Josh Christopher a little bit. I think he's a little too AAU, but I think if you give him a green light, he could be a good like 6-man.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe he would be a good 6-man in the right system. You would have thought that he would be that with Utah. Utah is a terrible team. You can't get a rotation spot there.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Usman Garuba with the Warriors, bruh. Draymond ain't never there because he's too busy beating people up. They don't have no size. And he's flashed a 3-point shot, and he is a hell of a defender. And I mean a hell of a defender. That boy is a clamp city. I remember a game last year when we played the Pelicans. Zion going off, Usman check in. Zion ain't know what to do with him. I was like, yeah, I like him. We got to keep a guy like this.
He should be getting more minutes now.
He should, but he's not. And they're not even winning. So you would think if he was good enough, Steve Kerr would try somebody like him, because he's flashed some passing chops too. Like he's not useless.
They had a little too underrated.
Right. But it's another guy who's not in the rotation that Stone got rid of. Then Ty with Milwaukee. They don't.
Is he getting minutes over there?
No. He's not, bro. Nah. You see what I'm saying? And Knicks should not even be in the NBA. I don't know why he has.
We already knew that.
Yeah, we're not even gonna touch that. That's some stank I ain't gonna get my hands on. But yeah, bro, like you see, so he's got rid of guys who have not made him look stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's made any guys. Who has he traded that is looking better that after we've traded him? Or who have we cut that's looking better after he cut? Nobody. Nobody.
Not even. He would have been in like 3 places now.
Right.
It was great.
And people, he in a winning situation with the Lakers, but he's not. They're not winning off of his back at all. Like he's just there. He just in a but we been got rid of him. I mean, he's in a rotation. Damn, is he really the only guy who we traded or got rid of that's in a rotation? If you really look back, it's him, Eric Gordon.
Tice gets minutes.
Yeah, Tice getting minutes.
Eric Gordon too.
Yeah, Tice getting minutes. Olenek was a free agent, but still, we can count him.
I wouldn't mind EG coming back.
I wouldn't mind him coming back either. Because even as old as he is, he still like to play fast too. Like we just
He could
need,
shoot.
yeah, and
Real
he
shooter.
got that jumper. You see, that jumper never gonna go nowhere now. That jumper gonna stay
And the
consistent.
Suns are 10th seed right now. I don't know, man.
Oh man, let me look at these standings, bro. Let's check these standings out. Ew, yeah, they a 10th seed. They 13 and 12. They've been injured though. They lost to the Knicks last night. They, well, they
Bill
let,
got hurt again too.
yeah, Bill got hurt again, and Jalen Brunson dropped 50 on him. I was watching that game, and I was like, bruh, y'all can't do nothing with this. Y'all don't see this little dude.
I ain't get to watch that game. I gotta watch that one. I just seen the stat line. He was going crazy.
It was a master class. It was a master class. They couldn't do nothing with that little man. They couldn't do nothing with him. Couldn't do nothing with him. 9 threes, didn't miss a three. He had 5 steals, 9 assists. I think about 5 rebounds, something like that. Yeah, crazy stat line.
That's a good stat line.
Man, yeah, Phoenix, their defense is trash, bro. For a contender, a supposed contender, their defense is bad, bro. They need.
Yeah, I definitely thought they would have been better.
Oh yeah. Even though people been hurt, they still have enough talent. I know that their ancillary players are not too known, but they got some guys that can hoop, man. Nasir Little can hoop. What's his name? What's that dude, man? That white boy that they got from Milwaukee. He can hoop. Grayson Allen. He can hoop. Yeah, Grayson Allen. Yeah, he can hoop. I like him. You're an asshole, but I like assholes, man. What can I say, man? I like Dylan Brooks. Who else they got? Nurkic. He's better. He's all right. He's all right.
He'll
But
be
they
a
can do
good
better.
backup.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'd be.
He'll be a good backup.
That'd be a good backup. That'd be a damn good backup for Şengün. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, let me look at homeboy's
You think that's
contract.
possible?
Probably not. He gonna want some money. But he ain't. He probably not gonna get no money from nobody because they don't think he can stay healthy. Let me look at Phoenix. Let me see how much he making and when he coming off the books. Yeah, he's still on the books for 18 and 19. Then next year he making 18. 26 he making 19. And he ain't even played enough
That's kind of a
games.
lot.
Yeah, that is a lot for a backup center. But at least at the minimum we know. I mean, the Phoenix can't get rid of him no way because they don't have no damn options. They really don't have no options. None.
Yeah, they gotta stick with it.
Yeah, they gotta stick with it, bro. They got I forgot Josh Okogie over there. He a good defender. I think he kind of been hurt too. Drew Eubanks is a nice backup center. I ain't gonna lie, I like him.
I don't like Drew Eubanks.
You don't like him?
After last year, because you remember the Portland game? I think it was when Dame got 7.
Oh!
He was playing with June.
Yeah. I ain't gonna, but I like dudes like that though, man. I just like dudes like that.
Yeah, true. If he was on our team, it would be different.
For sure.
I just don't like him because he's not on our team.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we Rockets fans, bro, and this is the Rockets propaganda channel. We can talk some NBA shit too, but I'm biased to the Rockets at all times. Although sometimes I can break the bias a little bit and be honest when I feel like it. But yeah, he wouldn't be bad though. Yeah, it's not really a lot of backup centers that we can. Anyway, we really done veered off shooting some different ish now. God, dog. We were talking about Stone's
Oh yeah, where we
moves.
started at?
We were talking about Stone's
Oh yeah,
moves.
the Rockets. Yeah, back to the Rockets.
Yeah, bro. So now, as far as Stone goes, let's look at the moves that he's made. The guys who he brought in this year, starting from, we can start from the coach, A+.
Mm-hmm.
A+, bro.
And he could have messed that up. No, he could have messed that up bad.
Yeah, he could have really messed that up. He could have really messed that up, but he didn't. And I am happy. I am very, very happy with this move, man. I mean, this was the move that he was supposed to make anyway. This was the best one. That's the guy I wanted. I didn't think they were gonna get him though, because of the whole PR stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot.
Exactly.
Tillman don't care nothing about no PR. He trying to win. That's what I like about him. Yeah. Forgot who else was in. Frank Vogel was in the running. Nick Nurse was in the running.
Oh, if we would have got Monty.
Oh. Monty is just bald head Coach Silas.
It's crazy they work together now.
it makes sense that they work together.
They partners in crime on that 22-game losing streak.
Boy, 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 boy. That's just dirty, bro. It's just nasty. It don't make sense to me, man. It don't make no sense to me at all. But Detroit gonna Detroit, man. What you think about that? Oh, but we gonna talk about around the NBA stuff. But let's look at these moves that Stone has made. So obviously, Ime, A1 move, drafting Amin and Cam. I mean, they haven't played as much, but just from what we've seen so far, we like where we headed with them
Mm-hmm.
2 draft picks. Um, Bringing in Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, A+ moves. For this team, those are A+ moves. You can see their effect on these young guys. Bringing in Jeff Green, A+ move.
Jeff Green, I think, is my favorite.
I mean, it's hard to pick, man. It really is hard to pick
Yeah,
because
it is.
him, Dylan, and Fred, they've all played a role with some of these young guys, man, one way or the other. The only one
I
of them,
gotta admit, I was wrong about Fred and I mean, I'm still on the fence with Fred. There's stuff I don't like about Fred, but I was really wrong about Dylan Brooks. Like, I was pissed when I heard they were gonna sign him.
the thing that we got to remember too, though, is look at what we're signing, look at what they're replacing. That's what you got to look at, bro. It's not just that, oh, why are you signing these guys when there's other guys that we could have got that maybe on paper better players than them two, but right now the young guys are who we worried about. We're not looking for superstars. We need guys who A, can play well enough at positions of need, and B, help mentor these young guys. The guys who are in the stages of career where they're okay with mentoring these young guys, because those are the guys we want to move forward with. We're not trying to do the whole superstar chase shit. Cause that shit really is getting old and it's played out, and I don't think it's gonna happen like it used to happen, bro. This new CBA, I don't see that. So yeah, Fred, Dylan, Jeff, all of them have done what they've all three of them have won games for us this season.
Oh, Aaron Holiday too.
Oh, sorry. Aaron Holiday is another one who's been solid. As of late, he's been really good, but he's been solid, especially since Amin Thompson got hurt. He's came
I'm gonna
in.
be honest though, the shooting is fake.
No, it's not. He a shooter. He a real shooter.
You think so?
No, I know so. I watched him at UCLA. He a real shooter, bro.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
he got a burner. Like, the jumper, them Holiday boys can shoot. That ain't fake. Justin Holiday is another one. I was mad when Justin Holiday said he didn't want to play with the Rockets when we traded for him last season. Remember? I don't know if you remember that.
Did trade for him.
Yeah,
I forgot about
yeah,
that.
he ain't want to.
He didn't play at all, right?
Nope. We cut him. We released him because he didn't want to. He didn't want to play with the right. He didn't want to be in that situation. There was a lot of guys who didn't want to play anywhere near Kevin Porter Jr. and didn't want to play under Coach Silas either.
Pat Bev, we could have got him too, but they wasn't gonna give him minutes. I think he said.
Yeah, because he wanted to come back. Yeah, he wanted to come back home. This is another home for him. He loved Houston. These guys that come to Houston and play, man, they don't want to leave, bro. Boys love Houston, man. But yeah, so the one move that we could look at, so we got rid of. We talked about the 5 guys we got rid of, and we brought in 5. The one move out of the 5 that we did bring in that's not working out is Jock Landale. But again, it's another guy who, even when we signed him, we just saw him really as a contract anyway. He's gonna be included in a deal for somebody who we gonna, probably gonna grab anyway, bro. That's really what that is.
Jock.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about him, no way, man. Because if he was gonna be good, it was just gonna be a bonus anyway. Not that we really signed him to be this great thing to back up Şengün if we knew that Şengün was gonna be like this. Because he only gonna play 15. Şengün's backup is really only gonna play about 15 to 18 minutes any damn way. That's really it. So, and then maybe start if Şengün roll an ankle, knock on wood, anything like that. But I still think we do need a backup center, but it's not so pressing because what the hell, man? A lot of these centers are not killing us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, centers are not
And there's
are
not that
wrong.
many great centers either.
Yeah, it's really not. So, not that big of a deal, really. Now, back to on that Monty Williams thing in Detroit, and Lord have mercy, what is going on in 8 Mile? Jesus Christ, bruh, what are your thoughts on that?
To be, I've only watched like 4 Pistons games, and like, yeah, it's just nasty. I thought Cade was supposed to be the winning player. That's what everybody was saying.
Hmm.
So it's interesting how a year can change things. I still think he'll be good, but all the narratives and stuff, it's funny how it went all down the drain.
It is very interesting how that works, bro.
Because imagine if it was Jalen on a 22 game losing streak.
Nah, I mean, we had that though. We had the 20 game losing streak. What was it?
Nah, but Jalen wasn't there for that one.
Oh yeah, he
I
was.
think Jalen was on a 15. So I think Jalen got like a 15 game losing streak. So solid.
I think it was an 18. But we had some
Oh, was it
big
18?
we
Yeah,
had some
we got
big
too
losing
much.
streaks. We had the most double-digit losing streaks under Silas, more than any other time in the Rockets a period combined, bro. The most
Hmm.
double-digit losing streaks under one coach, and people are trying to
They
tell
gotta
me,
look into that because I want to know like how's that? There's no way Silas is just like by accident part of these many losing streaks.
dog,
At some point, I don't know. They gotta look into that.
dog, peep this too. I want you to really remember something, dog. Even as an assistant coach, he's never had a winning record, except for that one time in Dallas.
Oh
Even
yeah, he was
even
with Rick
as a,
Carlisle, right?
yes,
And he's a good coach.
he was, yeah, and then he was also with he was with Mark Jackson in Golden State when they weren't good.
Silas was? I didn't know that.
Yes, he was there. He was with his daddy Paul Silas in Charlotte with the Bobcats, and we don't need to talk about how bad the Bobcats was.
Uh huh.
And now and then, obviously he got his and then it starts to beg the question like, now you understand why it took him so long to get his first head coaching gig. Because look what he did when he got it. Had
Yeah,
everybody playing left-handed.
we was like 20 games into that 2020 season. I'm like, yo, this guy can't coach.
They can't,
Like I
bro.
noticed it really early.
Now, that first season, I gave him a pass on that first season. There was just too much going on. I don't think anybody would have been able to do good in that situation. But there's no
For
excuse
me, it
for the
was
next
like
two.
his rotations were like non-sensible like the whole year. Like even when
You're talking about the first year, right?
they was like, yeah,
Remember that first year? That's when we had all them injuries. I think we set the NBA record for most different starting lineups. So
yeah, we
that's why
definitely did.
I gave him a pass on that, because it was nobody can succeed under them circumstances. Nobody. And if you ask me, he did his best work that first season, because when you gave him some young guys who can play, he didn't put anybody. Bruh, we can't name one player with the Rockets under Coach Silas that he used right. We can't name one.
Mm-mm.
Not one, bro. What you gonna say? He used Tate right? How you supposed to use Tate?
I don't even know.
Like, there's nobody that he
Oh,
used right. He tried to make Luca into not Luca. He tried to make KPJ into Luca.
yeah, KPJ messed up. If he had KPJ right now, bro, we would have been so much. We would have been even better.
Yeah, we had KPJ. Especially if he's bought in. If we had KPJ bought in, we'd easily be
Top
at least
five, maybe.
3 games better. At least.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share my screen. Let's look at some of these standings together too, man. Let me know if you can see it.
Oh, nah, but I could see it on my app.
All right, cool. That's
You
cool.
looking at the league wide or just or by conference?
But yeah, by conference. We can look league wide too. And then we can look at I got Hoops Hype pulled up. I got NBA.com pulled up. Yeah, we got. So if we got to go look at some numbers, we can look at them at the same time. But yeah, man, the KPJ thing sucks, man. I hope he get the help he need. That's all I got to say about him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if and that's if he really did what they say that he did. Because I'm hearing too much controversial news. I don't know. Not controversial. Too much
Yeah,
contradicting
I've been
stuff.
I've stayed away from that situation
Mm,
because that was actually one of my favorite Rockets too. So
yeah, for sure, man. Like he was somebody I wanted to root for, man. I seen a lot of myself in him, man. A young dude trying to, you can tell he battling through something in his mind, but he got talent. And if he ever get over whatever's going on in his mind, it's a wrap for everybody because you can see that
he might have been starting right now.
he might have been starting, and that's no joke, bro. That is no joke. That's how good that's how talented he was. I ain't gonna say that's how good he was. That's how talented he was, for sure. He didn't have a higher ceiling than Jalen, but he was playing better. As a matter of fact, this is how I saw last season. So KPJ was the most consistent. We looked the best when we played through Şengün. Jalen had the highest highs.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because Jalen got the most shots and stuff. He was like the first option.
I don't even know that he was the first option. He just got the most shots.
Yeah, I mean, like more from a perspective, like teams would put like their best defender on.
Yeah, they put their best defender on him. Yeah,
KPJ.
Yeah, and Jalen shot the ball when KPJ let him.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a problem.
It was my turn, your turn.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And I'm noticing that with the Cavs too.
Oh, with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my turn, your turn.
Very.
But they just better players, so it looks better with KPJ and Jalen.
Yeah, they're both better passers. They're not one-dimensional type passers. Darius Garland he's a legitimate point guard. He can run an offense. He don't need nobody else help.
Shooters.
Yeah, consistent shooters. Yeah, D Mitch is nice, man. I like D Mitch. I don't want him on the Rockets though.
The D Mitch Jalen Green trade? You doing that?
I'm not touching none of that with a 10-foot pole, dog. I'm not. No.
I'd give Jalen a year, but I wouldn't mind D Mitch in the Rockets.
Nope. I'll tell you why. D Mitch is 27. D Mitch 27. He really ain't been no different since his last year in Utah. He's not gonna get no better. He's not gonna do nothing no different. He's not that dude. We seen him in the playoffs too. He's not really that dude like that, man. He's kind of that dude to me. I ain't gonna lie. He has his moments, but he has highs in the playoffs too. Like he's not playing nobody defense. He's not guarding nobody out there. He's small. He just a good. See, I'll say this.
All right, so
I'll say this though. If you see how he scores, he finishes at the rim. He takes shots in balanced. Where he's getting his shots at.
Yeah.
If Jalen Green took Donovan Mitchell type shots, that's what I'd like from Jalen, honestly.
Like hypothetically, my starting five would be Amen, D Mitch, Brooks, Bari, and LP. I think that's like a top 3 seed to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a top 3 seed in the West.
Nah, you lying to me, bro. You lied to me.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Amen and D Mitch going downhill.
Hell no.
All game. I ain't gonna lie. That could be scary.
Hell no, bro. Amen's not ready to start right now in the first place. That's number one. Number two, bro. D Mitch gonna get picked on on defense. He gets picked on defense, bro. He's little, bro.
He bigger than Fred though. He's just worse at screen navigation.
He bigger than Fred, but Fred don't play like he 5'10". Fred play like he's 6'6". Fred don't play small at all, bro. He don't. You can't tell it. He got little man complex. Yeah, exactly. He got little man complex. Like you can't tell him he's small. You tell him he's small, that's a trigger. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not with that, bro. I'm not moving Jalen right now for none of these type of guys like that, bro. I've said the guys who I would move Jalen for, man. As a matter of fact, I've said the superstars who I'd move him for, man. It's got to be a superstar who, by the time their current contract is over with, they not gonna be 30 years old. They have to have already been in the Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals. They have to have been in a conference championship series as the number one option. Them is the only kind of guys I'd make that whatever trade for. I'm not saying
Mm.
necessarily just Jalen, but for where we are right now, it
Nah,
just doesn't
yeah.
make sense.
I wouldn't trade Jalen this year at least.
Nah, no, it's not a
He,
smart idea to
he do
trade him
gotta
now.
show me something though.
Yeah, I mean he's showing you. He's Let me tell you what he is doing. He's doing the shit that he wasn't doing the last 3 seasons, well, last 2 seasons under Silas. He's he's
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
he's doing more little stuff this year than he has ever done in his life. He never been asked to do none of this stuff in his whole life, bro. Not in the G League, not in AAU. He ain't been asked to do none of this extra stuff. All he knew was go get a bucket. He thought that's all basketball was. He rebounded more. He his defense is has not been talked about enough, bro. His off-ball defense, all right, it's still kind of suspect. But when he's on the ball, I saw him guarding Shea. I was like, Shea knew to pass the ball because he wasn't gonna do nothing with Jalen.
I've always felt like Jalen was an underrated on ball defender. Like
Yes,
even his first 2 years, like he had his moments where he'll guard like Devin Booker really good. Or I remember when he guarded James Harden really good for like I think he got like a stop on James Harden, a clutch stop at the
hell,
end
he
of the
got
game
Trey
or something like
Young.
that.
He had Trey Young in
Yeah, Trey
Hades.
Young too.
He had Trey
Ja
Young in
too. I think
hell,
he
bro.
got a Ja good too.
Yeah, like it wasn't. I mean, the way you get Jalen Green is, off the ball, get him and pick a roll and all that. But if you ISO on him, you're not scoring. It's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his ISO defense. Matter of fact, let me see if I can even pull it up on NBA.com. Should be able to pull it up.
My
Players.
thing with Jalen right now is that his superpower is scoring, and he's not scoring. But now you could say like eventually he'll come back to form with his scoring. That's what you're hoping on. But he do need to be scoring because that's his main trait.
Yeah,
As much as like I like the rebounding and stuff, I like the defensive improvements, but I do need him to be scoring.
for sure, for sure. I'm with you on that. Can't nobody can't nobody tell me nothing else about that. That's true. But
Yeah.
that's another reason why I'm not really tripping too hard on him, because I mean, if you can't do your best thing right now, but you've picked up on a lot of your worst attributes, which you wasn't doing at all, that to me that
Yeah,
raises
that's
his
fair.
floor. That raises his floor.
For
Now,
sure.
and that's, as a matter of fact, I would say that that's affecting his scoring because again, we're going back to him overthinking a lot of stuff to the point
Mhm.
where he's thinking about all the other stuff that he's hasn't been doing ever because he's never had to think about doing none of that other stuff. To
Mhm.
now, it's affecting his scoring. He's like, "Damn, okay,
Yeah.
oh, how do I score this again? How do I score like this again?" Because he's been too
It is,
focused
it
on
is funny
everything
seeing
else.
on Twitter how people like all reacting to it.
Bro, we can pull up Twitter right now and see if we can. Damn, I got so many notifications. I'm gonna just put it. Let's just pull up Jalen Green, bro. Let's just see what people are saying about Jalen Green, bro. Oh man, nah, not on my profile. Okay. The hell, Jalen Green cooks on high. Oh no, that's December 8th. I'm looking for. Okay, let's look at latest, bro. You see
It
this,
might not
bro?
be that
You
bad
see
because
you
we've
see
been
this?
winning.
Devin Vassell better than Jalen Green.
Now let me
I
see.
like these boys out here
Oh no.
smoking anthrax, bro. They smoking something real strong.
Now if
Jalen
we
Green
would
would
have
never
lost
reach.
any of these games recently, it would have got bad on the app.
Dog, yeah, it would have. Jalen Green. There go a family name shooting coach. Oh, talking about Danny Green. Stupid. Yeah, Devin Vassell is not better than Jalen Green, bro. Wow, he had this one game tonight after they just lost 18 in a row, bro. And they talking about Devin Vassell better than Jalen Green. Despite the trade for Jalen Green, gonna hit like crack. Jalen Green, Jock Landale, and 2 firsts. Spurs need a Jalen Green type of guy on their team. Well, This is better.
They do.
They do. They
So
really do.
they don't got nothing we want.
Yeah. Here's somebody else. This Jalen Green talk is nasty. Everyone calls him a shot chucker when he scores and we lose. Now he improves defense, playmaking, dribbling, passing, and the team is winning. But since he's not scoring 30 a game, people want to trade him. He's 21, younger than Tari. Let him grow. This is the most reasonable um, tweet that I've seen
Yeah,
on
that's
Jalen
bad.
Green.
That's all bad.
Yeah, bro. Like some of these cats just. I think Rockets fans are just. They getting caught up in wanting the media to accept them. They want to have some Twitter discourse and tell people that they was wrong. They want him. They worried about the discourse and the narrative rather than the team. Bro, the team is
Yeah, I
winning.
don't really care for ESPN posting us or nothing
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't care about none of that. I like to make fun of it when they don't, and or if they make fun of us and we prove them wrong. I like to make fun of it like that. But as far as whatever their preseason predictions and this and that and all that, I don't be caring about it. I don't really be caring about that. As a matter of fact, we can go look at their preseason predictions on where the Rockets was gonna face, and then I might even do a video on this. I might do a video where we look at where the Rockets players were ranked before the season started, and then we look at the record. We look at the teams that they've beaten.
That list that they make, I hate
Yeah,
that list.
yeah, I hate that.
It's
The
so,
list
like,
is
all
always
over the
stupid.
place.
Yeah, because they be having rookies higher than all stars. Like, bro, y'all tripping.
One time I seen Kyrie at 66. That's when I started.
Yeah, no, I was just like, man, y'all okay. So you just don't like Kyrie. Like, all right, that's just asinine, bro. Look at these. But yeah, man, the Jalen Green discourse is just disgusting, bro. It is disgusting. It's really disgusting, man. I don't understand why people are so
I think the
impatient.
turnaround is coming soon.
He usually plays the second half of the season better than he did the first half anyway. Since his rookie season he did it. Last year he did it. Every year his numbers go up after the All-Star break in particular. So I ain't too worried about that man like that. I'm worried that his confidence is kind of shaken. But the problem with Jalen is when he's not the strongest personality on the court, he defers to whoever else is.
He does that so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Like he's deferring to Fred, he's deferring to Dylan. Stop doing that, bro. You better than both of them. You're supposed to be better than both of them.
He be deferring to Aaron Holiday.
Yeah, deferring to Aaron Holiday. Like, no, bro, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. Get open. There's a lot of stuff that they can do to get him going, bro. Like I said, man, playing faster, get more out on the break. Trying to be more intentional about running. Have him play more off. When he's playing off the ball, have him in a lot of weak side actions with Jabari, where one of them is popping out, one of them is going to the basket. Run some pin downs for him going downhill. Run some get some flare screens going, let him get to the corner and shoot an open three.
I think he even has some movement shooting potential. Like
he does.
In his rookie season, he was shooting good off screens. I feel like.
Yeah, he was. I remember that. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do, but I don't want to break the flow of the team winning just to try to get him going. I mean, I would. You still try to get him going. You still got to balance that though. But I'm not really too worried about Udoka doing that. I think Udoka knows what he's doing. I think he has a plan. I think, we'll see it in time. We're not gonna see it immediately, but he got a plan. Look at what he's done with Jabari so far. Yeah, Jabari got benched for a little bit, but look at all of the other stuff that Jabari is doing with us outside of scoring, bro. In December, he's rebounded. Let me pull up that tweet that I had, bro. I'll be tweeting some fire. Folks need to go follow me at Twitter at AK_Infinity_VVS. In case y'all not seeing that on the screen. Let me pull up my little tweet, man. Here we go. And this is his December rebounding, bro. December 2nd, 9 rebounds. December 6th, 18 rebounds, career high. December 8th, 10 rebounds. 11, 12 rebounds. 13, 10 rebounds. 15, 12 rebounds. This is his longest streak of double-digit rebounds in his whole career, bro.
Yeah, I think he's up to almost 9 rebounds a game. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's almost 9.
And Jalen been rebounding well, too.
Jalen been rebounding well, too. And here's the thing, bro. Check this out. We play at one of the slowest paces in the league. So The raw numbers that we're seeing, if you go by per 100 possessions, they look a lot different. So Jabari
Mm-hmm.
is at 8.9 in 30 minutes a game as a second year skinny
That's
ass
solid.
power forward. That tells me he got rebounding
Last year
chops
he
in
was
him.
like, last year he was terrible.
Yeah.
So all these improvements are like big jumps. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah. Man, if we look at players and we looking at rebounds, let's see who let's filter by 100 possessions. I like to do by possessions, bro. If you do per 100 possessions, everything kind of evens out because some teams play slower than others. Oh, come on, give me the qualified players. Uh, it ain't gonna get. Yeah, it ain't gonna let me do by qualified players. But what I can do is I can filter. I can go by team. So let's look at the Rockets. Let's look at his rebounding per 100 possessions. All right, so per 100 possessions, he had 14.3, which is second in
14.
yeah,
Sheesh.
which is really second on the team if you don't count Boban, because Boban is not really in the rotation like that. He's only played 3 games. So per 100 possessions, Tari is at 17.9 rebounds. God damn. So he's really per 100 possessions, he's a better rebounder than Şengün. So
Yeah, that
he,
makes sense.
yeah,
Sengun gotta like battle more.
yeah. But with Tari, we know about Tari's rebound. We ain't gotta go there.
Oh
So
yeah.
for full perspective, we can look at let's look at let's look at the whole NBA. Let's look at per game for the whole NBA. So Nikola Jokic is leading the league in rebounds per game. That's not per 100 possessions. Let's look at per 100 possessions though for the Nuggets. So it's gonna filter by team, Denver Nuggets, and 100 per 100 possessions. Now let's look at this. And even in all my videos, this is the reason why I like to do 100 per 100 per 100 possessions because it just you get better perspective. So look at this, 18.5. What was Jabari? 14 point what 7 per 100 possessions, and then Tari was 17.9. So this just puts it in perspective. Yeah, yeah. So this puts it all in perspective, bro. This puts it all in perspective, man. Like Jabari can rebound, man. I think he's the perfect player to play against, not against, but the perfect um, big to play next to Şengün because of the
He
shooting
needs some
and the
more shots.
rebounding.
I feel like.
He does. But I think, to me, maybe I'm crazy. I think he has to demand the ball a little bit more. I think he has to get himself open.
Yeah, true.
I think he has to get himself open a little bit better. Because there's times where I think he does defer to, because he does want to win, and if he sees his teammates getting the job done, he gonna let him cook. But some of that
But
is
he
on
get
him.
in that mode when he's just hitting all these middies. That's when he's at his best.
It depends on how the teams are playing though. When teams are
Yeah, it's like the
switching,
matchup.
yeah, when teams switch these little guys on him, he punish them. He punish them, man. That's what he couldn't do last year because he ain't had the strength to do it. These little guys was keeping him outside, and he wasn't really shooting over him like he should have been. But then again, Coach Silas was just parking him in the corner, and that was it. Jabari, you just go,
Yeah.
you go be PJ Tucker.
And this year he's hitting open threes for a change.
Yeah, he's at I think he's at 35%. It's actually gone down because he was at 39% for a little bit. He's at 36%, which is where I thought he would be this season anyway. I thought he'd be at 36% from three this year. So this is good.
That's an improvement too.
Yeah, that's good, man. Hey, man, anything else you wanna touch on, man? We done touched on a lot in this podcast, bro.
I just got one question.
What up?
So out of the six, assuming we have to let go of two, who you think those two will be?
If you had to let go of two, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I think Jalen and Cam Whitmore.
Oh, and Kim. Okay. Okay.
Them's the two that I would think that would be gone because if you look at what everybody else is, it's kind of harder to find what they do. A 6'7" point guard like Amen Thompson, athletic. As soon as he learns how to shoot, he makes every other perimeter scorer expendable. Everybody else can go. It doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
And Tari, you gotta keep Tari.
Tari
Tari's
is
like
he's a
good guy.
championship level player, bro. Right now,
Yeah.
if Tari never improves, he's a championship level player right now, bro. Even with his
You
mistakes.
gotta be a Rocket for life.
Yes, he's a championship player right now. And Jabari, 6'10", 6'11", got that midi, can shoot the three. Handles are coming along. I'm not talking Kyrie handles, but good enough to get to his spots.
He been attacking closeouts and
Right.
stuff.
He's good
Yeah,
enough to
you
get to his spots. At that height, there's not many guys out there that, you know, can do that. You look at Şengün, I mean, big center that can pass, got a little mid-range game, three-point shot is developing. You know, post moves out the wazoo. Where else you gonna find that? A guy like
Yeah.
Cam Whitmore, guys like Jalen Green, you can find guys who can just go get buckets. You know what I mean? If you just look at their skill set.
I've been trying to avoid that, trying to think. That's the problem with drafting well, because we got six guys that can all be like really good.
Yeah, ideally, when you draft six guys like that who are, you know, showing some promise, you obviously you're not even expecting all six of them to pan out. And if they all pan out, you're not expecting them all to be on your team. So this is a good problem. But at the same time, it's still a problem. And someone got to go. And the way the new CBA is
showing up.
Yeah. Oh, and another benefit of Tari too, the way he plays, he's never gonna be a max guy. Although he still has some potential, but I don't think he got max player potential. I still think you can kind of get away with having three max guys.
You're like lowballing him.
Yeah, you can. I would say lowball him, but he's not gonna get no max deal when his contract up. Jabari, he may not be a max guy after his rookie deal, but he might end up being a max guy after that. Şengün a max guy right now. Amen Thompson, this is a big if. He's the wild card here. If he's showing his potential,
get on court.
Yeah, we get on court. If the jumper is falling, bro, I mean he's gonna be a max guy, bro. So best case scenario, you'll have three max guys and a mid-level guy, and them the type of guys you're gonna have to that you build around. Look at the Denver model. Well, we could look at the Denver model. We could look at Sacramento. We could look at Memphis. As a matter of fact, I more like to look at the Memphis model because they got three guys on max: Desmond Bain, what's the name? Triple J, and Ja. But who's their Tari? They don't really have that guy. Although unless you want to use.
Did they draft most of the guys on their roster?
Yeah, they did. Their core, yeah.
I got.
Hell, they didn't draft.
They probably got like.
Now go ahead.
I think they got like 6 guys on the roster they drafted right now.
Yeah. What's his name? Did they? I think they drafted Brandon Clark. Let me look at. Let's look at their roster right quick. Memphis, where y'all at?
What's his name? Zaire Williams. I think they.
Oh yeah, they drafted him. I like him. That's another. If anything, he just hasn't shown the promise that I think that I thought he would. But if anything, he'd be the guy. This is where they missed. Oh no, not him.
Roddy is kind of a miss.
Yeah,
maybe
Yeah,
just because
Roddy, David
yesterday he
Roddy.
missed a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's
They
not
could have won
been.
if he would have hit one of them corner shots.
Yeah. Brandon Clark is a guy that I'm interested in. If he ever gets healthy, man,
He's on an ACL tear though, right?
yeah, I'd love him on the Rockets. He'd be a really good backup for Shingun because he ain't gonna have to play too much. He kind of undersized, but whatever the hell, don't care. Like he an
He's
energy
really
dude.
supposed to have Nas Reed too.
Yeah. Xavier Tillman. They drafted uh Aldama, Conchar. Yeah,
Oh yeah, they both on the
oh
roster too now.
uh,
That's like 8 guys.
yeah, Jake LaRavia too is another guy. I like Jake LaRavia. He didn't look good last night though, but I like Jake LaRavia. He got talent. But
Maybe we could be like Memphis and keep like all 6 of them.
nah, it
They
ain't gonna
got
happen.
8
They
guys
too
they
good.
drafted.
Nah, they too good.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
true.
good.
That's
It's
true.
just too good. I'm wondering if there's a way we can keep Cam. I don't.
Nah,
And
Cam is.
this is not anything like anti Jalen Green or nothing, man. It's just when you see two guys who have similar skill sets, you take the bigger guy, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I
like,
personally like. I prefer Jalen over Cam, but I'm not mad at Cam over Jalen at all.
and I'm not mad at Jalen over Cam. I just got a philosophy, man. That's just been my philosophy, man. Like, I mean, if them two's gonna take the same type of shots, Cam gonna be more well equipped to deal with a defense if they decide they want to get physical, or if Cam is going downhill, folks gonna get the hell out the way.
Yeah. he been just running through guys.
Yeah, like
They got to get him out the G League. I think.
yeah,
They
they
doing him a
will.
disservice.
They will, bro. Again, man, I just my philosophy on drafting guys is, man, who has the most things you can't teach. That's really what it is, man. That's the only reason I'm taking Cam over Jalen. This is by no means anti Jalen Green, nothing. I'm a Jalen Green guy. I like all our guys, man. I'm a hoops fan. I like Eric. Low key, even if I'm hating on somebody, that's just me showing them respect. Like I like these guys, man. I love where the NBA is right now. But Cam, low key, Cam and Jalen have similar skill sets, man. They can take the same type of shots right now in the offense, and it won't look much different if they just get the same type of shots, bro. It's just, I know when you see a big 235-pound guard coming down the lane over a 180-pound, 190-pound guard coming down the lane, which one you would rather contest at the rim?
Neither of them, to be honest, but Cam for sure.
I'm getting the hell out the way if Cam is good. If I see Jalen, I'll challenge it because I know I got a body. I'm kind of swole. I get in front of him. Cam, nah, bro. I ain't trying to be in the IR, in the emergency room, ER. I ain't trying to be in the emergency room after dealing with that, bro. Nah, I had a family. I'm gonna make a business decision right then and there. Like, oh man, my shoe came untied. I couldn't go challenge the dunk. Yeah, out of here. I ain't gonna lie. I still would just cause whatever the hell. But I'm less likely to think twice about it if it's Jalen over Cam. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on that, man. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else, man. This has been a good show, bro. This has been a good show, man.
Appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you having the time to spend with us on here on this Shooting the Ish podcast. You my second guest. We gotta do this again, bro. It's been a good conversation. We can probably do another one, maybe. I don't know. Sometime we get some more games under our belt. Maybe something crazy happen, man. Appreciate your time, bro. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Rockets Up Next. Bag Talk is I think the handle for it. And yeah.
Already. Appreciate everybody who's been attentive to this point on the Shooting the Ish podcast. And if you still up here this long, you like the video, hit the like button. And if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. We done said a lot of different stuff on this show. Leave your comments below. Are we crazy for what we said? Are we smart for what we said? Are we retarded? What are we? Tell us about ourselves. Shooting the ish out. We out, bruh.